Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We're back live for some late vibe chat about Man United. 2 weeks left to the season. And yeah, man, still a lot to do. Still a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Few frustrations here and there. You know, them ones there. Talking about what the aim is for next season. Maybe a bit of chat about that. What's everyone's expectations? 2 weeks to go. Yeah, man. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up Kaz. What you saying, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good, alhamdulillah, man. I can't complain, man. I'm very energetic. That's all I can say, innit? Anyone that's been anyone that knows Eddie Aboya, I'm telling you that now, man. That guy's diet is no joke. I'm full of energy.
Come on. Big up, man. Love to see that, man. Big up Temmie in the building. What you saying, Temmie?
What's good, people? Hey, everyone, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, show some love to your boy Saeed, you feel me? And it's going to be a great show. Let's get into it.
Yeah, big up, man. We got man like Ahmed in the building. Ahmed, what are you saying?
Nah, I'm good, man. Big up for having me on. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the comment section as well. Big up, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. State of footy. CK, what are you saying?
What's up, people? I'm all good. Just chilling. Finished up the work day. Now we're on to our the passion project. This side of things, and excited to talk to everyone and yeah, get excited. The season's like damn near here. It's actually crazy. So
yeah,
a lot to talk about. Big up. Make sure everyone hits the like button and whatnot.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Big up to my like staffing, man. Feels like, you know what I mean? I was just with you yesterday, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, you left me at the hookah lounge. I look around and I see Saeed's back in Manchester. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. My like in the corner and that, you know what I'm saying?
This is crazy, bro. I'm glad I have footage of that happening. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. He looked like a mascot at the hookah lounge, just dancing all night.
Yeah,
but nah, bro. Love for having you. Big up to everyone here. Big up to all the guys. Feels like it's been a while since I did a panel show like this, so it's nice to
yeah, it has been a while, man. You know what I'm saying to you, like, how's everyone's feelings, right? Let me start with you, Kaz, man. 2 weeks to go. You know what I mean? The transfers. How are you feeling right now about everything right now? We're still waiting on a few outgoings, incomings. We're waiting on that one. Is it a case of like next week it just clicks, or like are we in a bit of a sticky situation here where we have to wait for things to happen before we can actually like do things? Like beforehand, we were like proactive, innit?
Yeah. You know what it is? We got that Chelsea. We got that Chelsea fever of last year, the dopamine. We just got hit with one and then the other. Then there's personal terms here, personal terms there. You know what it is? We just want our fix. That's all we're waiting for is our fix. You know, so I think I'm quite patient with it. Don't get me wrong. Of course, you want to see it through the door, but I think there's enough evidence right now to say that we can trust Ineos at the moment to do the right thing, and also Ten Hag and the recruitment team, however you want to label it, right? So I'm all right, because the fact is they said as soon as it hits August, by the time we get back from the preseason in the tour in the USA, which we need to ban, by the way, yeah, I think you're gonna show that we'll make some moves when we need to. They want 55 million apparently for the package kind of stuff. We'll get them when we get there. I think it's calm. We still got. Don't get me wrong. There's what? Are we 2 weeks away from the Prem? Right? About 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For our first game. We got obviously City next week.
Exactly 2 weeks away, because we got Fulham on a Friday.
Yeah. We're good, man. We're good. The thing is, are they going to be up to scratch after no preseason for both of them? I believe yeah, there might be concern there though. Maguire in the first game of the season. Yeah, I'm not trying to see it.
Nah, that's why delete needs to happen, man. You know what I mean? Obviously today we got a bit of a double rejection. You know, that one's there for the package. I mean, I don't know what they're looking out for. They wanted initially delete. Didn't they want 50 million euros? So what's that? 42 million. Mazarawi, 20 million. So I don't know if they want a bigger package in terms of the actual signing, but I don't think that's.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. But you get what I'm trying to say, though, innit? They want a bigger, you know.
They apparently went up to 55. Wait. Yeah, apparently. Well, according to Rob Dawson, who got the last thing right, which was surprising. So on that note, is apparently they want 55 allegedly, and if we didn't put that money up, Ineos is moving tight. Yeah, man. I think 55 million. If we can get them for both around 55 million, I think we're laughing, personally.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
yeah.
think to see Wan-Bissaka, he needs to leave. Scott McTominay's not a footballer. Please go. I can't wait for him to leave. I am begging. You know what? At this point, I might have to apologize to a lot of people. At this point, Anana would have been a good transfer. At this point, Anana would have been a good transfer. What's the point of a guard team when Anana was there?
Every day Onana hate, bro.
It's the
Every
same
day
price.
Onana hate.
Maybe we could have got him on the loan and the obligation. Everyone said, you know what? I'll do that. You know, but all right, cool. Might change my tune a little bit. Starving out here. We're starving out here, Saeed.
There are players out there. Fafana's still around. I mean, listen, Rabiot, I'm not saying I'm a big fan of him, but he's still around. You know what I mean? It's not only just, you know what I mean, the signs that we're getting. There are other options out there. You know what I mean? That's one thing. But I generally think for me, it's getting rid of these players. There is maybe a lack of fund available, and we have to sell to buy. That's just a remit right now, man. Because you know what I mean. My thing is, Fulcrook now has gone to West Ham. They bought Somerville. You know what I mean. So they need to pay up, man, for this. I'm Wan-Bissaka, man. Why go on with these man? Like, it's like Man United don't deserve a little 25 million for Wan-Bissaka. They can't
for Wan-Bissaka. Who do you think he is?
No, but come on, man. You're saying to me that we can't
Never getting 25 for Wan-Bissaka, let's be real.
Bro, I would refund them if they ever paid us that. I'd be like, bro.
Especially doesn't he have a year left on his deal?
I think 1 or 2.
It is 2. Still though, that's
it's 1 year. It's 1 year.
Yeah,
I think we asked for like 18 million. I think 18 is fair.
They want close
25
to 30,
is pushing it.
Close to 30 for McTominay. They want that much money. They're like, yo, we don't care if he's got 1 year left on his contract. We want 30 million for McTominay or close to that. You know what I mean? So United are playing hardball, which makes sense.
I get the valuation for McTominay more though, because he is like his physical profile and his box crashing ability, like for a mid-table side, especially like Fulham, like he would be very useful for them. So like he has more tools that I think are more valued than an Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So I think we will probably meet in like the $25 million range for Fulham for McTominay, and then hopefully it seemed like the deal was done, I thought, with between the clubs for Wan-Bissaka and for West Ham and us, and then the personal terms got agreed and then the fee wasn't done. So it's a little bit confusing there. So but I think, like Cass said, I think we just have to be patient with it. We got the 2, early ones, and the Mazraoui and the Delict deals I think will come, especially now with Euro's injury. We're gonna have to sign a center back. So I think it's just a matter of patience, really. It sucks waiting around, but I think those deals are like as good as done, really.
Yeah, West Ham offered 30 million last season. United are just being patient. Now, United, what they're doing is they're just saying to themselves, you know what? We're not getting violated this summer. You know what I'm saying to you?
They offered 20 to be fair. Because I remember they offered 20 to be fair. I did a show with Griggs not too long ago.
Okay.
I said, didn't they offer us 30? And he was like, no, they offered 20 for each. So it was like 20 Maguire, 20 McTominay. And I did go back and look at it, and it was like 20 each. So they never offered the 30. I think if we would have gotten 30 for McTominay last season, we would have took it. But I think after the season he's had, I think he is now worth 30. If he wasn't last summer, he's definitely now. Because Siga makes very good points, and I echo what he said. When you're comparing the price of Aaron Wan-Bissaka and McTominay, you have to be realistic with what you're selling. I could easily go to a club right now, and when they say, why should I pay this for McTominay? I'll say, as you mentioned, the physical profile. He's homegrown. He's always fit. And the one thing that always sells when you're selling a player is GA. If I sit there and I tell you this guy gave me double-digit GA last season, goals especially, that sells easier than me going to selling Wan-Bissaka and saying, well, the only thing he excels at is one-on-one defending. That's not really like that appealing when you're selling a player. You can easily sell goals. You can't sell a one-dimensional defender, if I'm being honest. So I'm with the pushing to get 30 for McTominay. I think he's worth it, especially that they paid, no disrespect, and I said this on my channel today. If you paid over 30 mil, 26 guaranteed, and plus add-ons for Emil Smith-Rowe, who hasn't kicked the ball in 2 years, you're telling me I can't sell you a box crasher who's gonna get you. By the way, you got to understand, 10 goals for a Fulham is different
Fulham.
than 10 goals from top 6 teams. Because 10
Yes.
goals for a Fulham could be the difference between relegation or not, or bottom half of the table or not, or even you could be talking about something like what's the other competition? Not the Europa League, the Conference League. 10 goals for a player, it makes a difference. And they've seen it with Pereira. I'll just bring Pereira into the office and be like, see this guy? This guy's the proof to why you should be paying me, because he was a bum and look at what he did for you. So I agree with CK on that one.
Yeah, 100%, man. You know what I mean? Now, Tommy should be at least 40, 45, 50 million. Now, you know what it is, though? I think for me, it's like, for the qualities that he does have, listen, technically on the ball, don't get me wrong, he's not that player, but for another team, what they're going to do, they're not going to have a lot of the ball anyway. Like, you know, these kind of teams like Fulham, they might not have a lot of the ball, and they might have that one chance where they need someone to finish it. And he can give you that, man. 10 goals, you know what I mean, bro? It's priceless for a team like Fulham, who may want to get this season, may want to go and get Europa League football or Conference League football. They want to try and, you know, climb up the league. You know, it's not a bad deal for them, man.
Do you know if it'll be a slap in the face if they go get Smith Rowe? The way I've been chatting on this guy recently, and then McTominay, and before you know it, they come and dunk on us at Old Trafford, and then before you know it, the fan base like, oh. Do you know what I mean? That's the one thing I look at it thinking, please don't do that to us. It seems like it's written in the stars at this point. It's just me being a little bit pessimistic, but like I wouldn't want that. We need whatever the third bid is. I just say we accept it and run. I've had enough of crap football players at this club. He's one of them. Top reds or not, I don't care what he offers, passion, ability, kissing the badge. I'll do the same thing. Guy's a 6'4" frame. No offense, like he's got his qualities, but he's a 6'4" frame and doesn't know how to use his body properly. I don't understand it. It's literally Bambi on ice with this brother.
I don't think we should be being too picky with McTominay. I think we should just take the 20 and run, because the thing is, Smith Rowe went for 35, but he's 4 years older than Smith Rowe as well. He's pushing 28. I'm pretty sure he is 28. So for me,
28, pushing 28, you're saying it like it's an insult. I'd rather have a 28-year-old in my team, anyways. If you had to tell me take a 24-year-old and 28, I'll be like, all right, the 28 sounds like he's more established, more mature. And as I mentioned, fitness is a big thing when it comes to, because they're taking a gamble for 30 mil. At least for us, you're getting what you're paying for. There's no secret when it comes to McTominay. You know what you're getting for, what you're getting for. But Smith Rowe, I think he's a better footballer, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, you are paying that price for a risk. Because if he gets injured again, and if he can't stay fit, and you don't know how good he's going to be after missing 2 years of consistent football. So if you can pay a risk for 30 mil, I don't understand why you can't pay 30 mil for double-digit goals in the league. I don't get it.
Yeah, United need to be patient. They need to be patient. I think Fulham will eventually bite on like 25. Can you hear me?
A little bit. The mic.
Yeah,
the mic
too loud. Oh my bad. Can you hear? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Okay. I was gonna say, we need to hold off. We need to hold off and make sure. I think one thing that Ineos has done, they're obviously being patient in the market with like the De Ligt and Mazraoui stuff. I think they need to be patient with sales too. Like, get what you think your player is worth. I think I think 25 million. I think Fulham will eventually get to that price, 25, 30 million. AWB, same thing. It'll probably be 15. I don't think our business won't get done before the season starts, but I'd rather make sure we're doing the right things and we have players coming in and leaving during the season than getting punked like we have been for the last 10 years. You feel me? So yeah, I think Ineos are doing the right thing. I'm gonna be real. I think we just need to be like patient. Like the fan base just needs to let this play out. Because I think we'll make by next week. I'd be shocked if we didn't have 2 players in the door. Like that's just personally me. But we'll see. We'll see.
This time next week, you want to see 2 players in the door at least.
I think we will. I'm not. If we don't, it's whatever. But I think we will have 2 players in the door. Yeah.
I think with me, like when it comes to judging Ineos, like you can be patient all you want, but for me, I'm a judge them on who they get rid of, not on who. Obviously, when it comes to buying players,
yeah, of course.
Because the thing is, players like McTominay, players like Wan-Bissaka, I saw loads of people like moaning about us selling Wan-Bissaka as if he's like Dani Alves or something. But like,
I
saw that. That was crazy.
It's crazy because this guy is literally so bad. Same with McTominay, same with Maguire, same with Lindelof. Like all of them need to bounce in it. So like that's how I'm gonna judge Ineos in it on who they get rid of, because when it comes to getting rid of them type of players, it shows that, you know what, fair play. Do you get it? And if we end up keeping them, then it's kind of the same thing over and over again. So I'm gonna be patient in that extent, but I'm not gonna give them too much time here because, bro, like we've heard this thing, give them time for the past like how many years here. So like, I'm gonna see who they sell in it. I'm a lot more reserved when it comes to them. At the start, I was like, you know what? Yeah, Ineos, they're doing the right things. They hide the footballing people, but I'm still gonna keep it reserved, man. I'm not trying to give them too much of my trust, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You got big
Even-
bets. I fear the players you want gone like McTominay. These lot won't go easy. They are leeches and they will rather go for free. What are your thoughts? Listen,
I think McTominay will dip for the right price. I think he wants game time. I don't think he wants to sit on the bench. So if Fulham come in with a good offer they accept, I think he'll dip. Same thing with Lindelof. Same thing with AWB. AWB is the one who seems a little too comfortable. He looks like he wants to just
you
know what I'm saying. But apparently personal terms have been agreed, so hopefully that isn't the case. But yeah, even Anthony. Remember the rumors that he was going to dip and he was trying to chill. So
he's on high wages though. I think he's on.
That's gonna be a tough one to offload if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he's on too much money, so he's probably going to stay. He's probably going to stay, even because I'm pretty sure like, we won't be able to loan him out either. Because if they were to loan someone out, I heard something where they want them to cover like all the wages, and no club's really going to pay him 200 bags a week. So I don't see Anthony leaving just yet. I don't see him leaving. So
yeah,
100%.
The manager does like him though, you know, man.
He likes
McTominay. You know what I mean? Like he does like him. He does like the fact that he can get goals. He kind of saved him a couple of times last season. You know what I mean? He spoke about it today, talking about he's gonna play the more advanced role. Probably suits him a little bit more better, especially when we play that 4-2-4 formation. You know what I mean? When we don't maybe have a striker, him and Bruno. You know what I'm saying too? So yeah, man, the manager spoke well of him today. And I know people can say, oh, but the manager will speak well about players anyway, regardless and that. But there's still a particular kind of sentiment, I think, for me, that the manager feels like he doesn't want to get rid of him. But he'll respect the club, whatever they do. But he for me, if Ten Hag now has the decision to keep him, he definitely wants to keep McTominay in this squad, without a doubt. Because he values him, innit?
God, that's sick. That makes me. Why did you do that, Si? Are you trying to ruin my night?
No, I'm just saying, though, innit? I'm just saying. That's why, as well, you know what I mean? Like, they have to take that into consideration, whether the manager wants him or not.
Because he still has the final say, I'm pretty sure, when it comes to getting rid. I heard, I don't know who tweeted it, but apparently when it comes to McTominay leaving, Ten Hag will have the say. If he says, yeah, he can go, then he'll go. But he does like him. Like, I don't know how many goals he got on last season, around 10. It wouldn't surprise me if we keep him. But the thing is, I don't think we're going to be getting midfielders yet unless we don't sell McTominay, because that's like a big valuation in terms of how much we can get rid of him, for around 25 to 30 mil. Because we do need midfielders. I don't see us splashing the cash all out on Ugarte or whoever we're linked to. I'm pretty sure we need to sell to buy as well. So McTominay will be a decisive player to sell when it comes to signing midfielders, because I think Casemiro's staying now. So unless
he should be an easy sell, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's only on 70K a week.
Who's that?
Yes.
60 actually.
He's on 50. He don't want to stay. He wants more money.
No, that's what I'm saying. It should be an easy one anyways. We usually, when we look at the deals that we couldn't get done in the last few years, we always talk about high wages. He's not on a high wage.
Yeah.
There's demand for him, and it's not a crazy price. And as you guys said, he wants game time anyways. I expect this deal to be done. It's just a matter of where's our tolerance level as Ineos. Are they going to accept anything lower than what they want? And if they do, how much lower would it be? I think CK said it perfectly earlier. I do expect this deal to be done somewhere around 25. If I wake up and I see a tweet from, what's his name? Fabrizio Romano, here we go. McTominay to Fulham, 25 plus add-ons. I'm not complaining. I'll do a celebratory stream.
Oh, absolutely.
Go live right away and I'll celebrate.
Absolutely.
It would be an amazing deal. Would I want 30? Of course, but 25 and add-ons, that would be perfect. That's what it should be around, if we're being honest.
If you don't do it, Staffy, that would be wrong of you not to do one. In my world, I've been waiting for this guy to leave for years. I've been waiting for this, man, since McFred. He should have went before Fred. How about that?
Facts, bro.
honestly, I don't think I dislike a player's ability more than anyone's at the club, more than Scott McTominay's. Yeah, hands
I
down.
clocked how bad he was when I watched him against Arsenal. I just when he didn't square the, but there was one that we're going 2-on-1, something like that. I think it was him and Sancho, someone like that, and he couldn't make that basic pass. I looked at that. I was like, brother, this is a friendly game, and you couldn't make that pass. You guys probably remember what I was talking about when we were down 2-1. I'm like, you couldn't make that pass in open space in a friendly game. How am I supposed to rely on you? And this is why when people say, why do you guys complain about McTominay? He scores goals.
Oh man,
His goals literally mask for everything that he doesn't do. And what he doesn't do is everything what a midfielder is supposed to do. That's what's shocking to me. He was playing technically as a 10 for us in that Arsenal game, and he couldn't string a pass. That's crazy when you think of it. You're a midfielder and you have no capabilities of passing. That's why I appreciate the 10 goals that you score. But if you're not on the pitch, we probably don't need your last minute goals anyways. Because I'd probably wrap up this game earlier if I had a better midfielder than you. That Collier guy, listen, I've seen only a couple games from him. And I can already tell you, I would rather him on the bench playing that McTominay role than him.
Collier is a bad man.
He can
He's
play.
a good player. You know why we think he's a good player? Because we've been so deprived from a player that can do the basics. First of all, he has a very similar to McTominay, and he can actually just take a touch, turn, and pass. To me, you already met the bare minimum. Welcome to the club, because you could pass a ball. There's a lot of players out here that can't pass a ball. So you're already a lot better than a lot of these people. That's how low our bar has been. So McTominay, bro, listen, you gotta go. And I would drive him personally if I could. If I lived in England, I'd make sure I drive him to Fulham.
Big up. The problem is no club wants Lindelof, no news. And I think Craig says here, how we going into 2024 season with McTominay, Lindelof, Maguire, another painful season. Big up, guys. I think Lindelof, I don't know what's going on. I think Fenerbahce, I don't know if they were still in for him or not.
Apparently, you don't want to go to Turkey. That's what I read. Turkey. Apparently, that's what it is. That's how can you not want to pick him up for like 10, 5, anything between 7 and 10 million? Honestly, he's not that bad of a defender. I don't know, man. It's a mental illness at this point, man. Extending that contract might have just bit Ineos back in the behind, innit? Just go away, man. You're not wanted. You're just stop being a beg, man. Please, it's time. I've seen enough of you for about 8 to 9 years, roughly.
If
since
Dilip comes in,
please.
he'll be what, like 5th choice, like 5th choice, maybe just behind Johnny Evans. I think Johnny Evans.
Oh, Lindelof, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I thought you meant
oh yeah, me too. I was like, what?
For him not to play?
I was like, that's what I was thinking. So I was like, huh?
Well, to play a higher, I can't lie. If you had to give me a choice, if Maguire or Lindelof had to go first, it would. If someone said, you know what, if you could choose, who would be Maguire? Get out. I'm trying to play a high line. Yeah, I would tell him if it was me first. Yeah, I would. I want to play something higher at the pitch.
I used to think like that. I've converted though. Maguire is a better defender.
No, I definitely.
Did you not notice in the Batiste game? If you compare the Batiste game and Rangers game, go check how high up we were. No, sorry, the Arsenal game. Go check how high up we were against Arsenal, and then go as well. Yeah, don't get me wrong. When was it? The first half, yeah, because we had was it who did we start? Euro and was it Evans?
Euro and
Maguire, right? Euro Maguire, isn't it?
You didn't start. You're talking about the first game or the Arsenal game?
Yeah. If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure it was Euro and Evans.
In the Arsenal game, it was Euro Maguire.
Yeah, Maguire, that's it. Go check there. When he's at the left centre back, he looks way more comfortable, yeah. And then go check the second game when he had just the Lindelof, anyways. But Maguire has to go further back. It's like this right centre back, bro, is a little bit more different. And you switch it over. Lindelof started going further up, but we still had to drop like 5 yards deeper. It's just, and that gets on my nerves. And even with Evans, like the thing is with Evans, he can still push further up, but you're 36, 37, you're allowed to have that 5 yards. In my opinion, it's just, he gets on my nerves, man. Maguire's limitations I don't think he's a bad football player, right? I think he's actually decent, but you know what it is when I was watching? It's just angles, receiving the ball. It's like my man never had an academy education. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to lie. Like, Lindelof, his passing is a little bit overhyped. Outside of that one season where he kept finding Rashford in behind.
Yeah,
I don't remember seeing anything.
That was in lockdown, isn't it?
Yeah, something like and Sika, we talked about this before. You can probably back up this point. I just don't see anything significant from Lindelof that like lives up to the hype that he gets. Like, oh, he's much better on the ball. He's much more progressive. He actually has one of the worst progressive stats in the team when it comes to center backs. And I just think like the tattoos and the silky hair and the blue eyes just make up for it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No one likes him, so I'm just being real. No one likes him, so I don't agree with that. Like
He's just a pretty boy. Bro.
I think a majority of the club would agree with you. I disagree with you, but I think a majority. I don't think that his tattoos or anything does anything for him, because most people would agree with you and say that Maguire's better. I don't think Maguire's better though. I think that Lindelof is. I think his biggest challenge is that he's a bit passive, but he reads the game better than Maguire. I still think he passes the ball better than Maguire. He makes quicker decisions than Harry Maguire. I think as a long ball passer, he's better than Maguire. And Maguire gets caught out way too much. I think, quote unquote, the mistakes, like the big mistakes, like Maguire has so many on his CV. Like I think Maguire is decent on the ball, but I think he's overrated on the ball too. People talk about, oh, he's this progressive passer.
He looked all right. The things with Lindelof, he looked okay when Varane was next to him, when he had like a competent centre back next to him. He still got a lot of weaknesses, like he's too passive, he jockeys too much. But next to Varane, he actually had a decent partnership. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Maguire and Lindelof, I do think Maguire is worse here. But bro, like we should be selling both of them if we're being honest. Like,
listen, I agree. I think we should sell both. We want to keep both. We're saying
not sell everyone in one window though.
But I think they're more likely to keep. They're more likely to keep Maguire and then sell Lindelof. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that was the thinking behind it, and I think it's backfired.
Maguire can literally say that I spent my majority of my career at Man United.
Yeah, easy.
I didn't.
Yeah.
You deep it, like you could just say, yo, listen, I spent maybe 7 to 8 years. When did he come at 25? When did he come?
He came 18.
Signed him in 19, I believe.
Ollie signed him, innit?
Yeah. So he came when he was 26. So you can say he's been here for the majority of his career, man.
Yeah, he had like a decent debut, and then he just started tackling our own players now. Like, that's crazy,
yeah.
So,
bro, the bozo gene is high with Harry Maguire. I'm sorry, like if you look at the mistake, like the high profile mistakes,
he really didn't make any mistakes.
Yeah, last season.
I think I was on the same page as most of you guys, but then like last season, and in his role that he's in, if he's not starting week in and week out, and he's fifth choice center backs, like I think he's more than.
I think he's don't you agree? He's kind of he's more useful when you want to shut up shop and just close off the game. That's probably it.
But on the ball, he's more than capable of being.
He's too stiff.
He's too stiff. You know what it is? It's when.
What does that have to do with him being on the ball, though? I'm just talking.
But he turns like a truck, though. Like the fingers of Maguire, like
no, he's not agile at all.
But the thing is, I've watched him, Maguire. He takes like 20 touches and then he does a diagonal pass, and he can just do it within one go. That's the problem. He takes too many touches,
and he waits. I don't like when he tries to draw in the striker
exactly
so close, and it's like I'm like, bro, you can make a combination triangle to get out of that situation. Like even on against Batiste, there's you could have played it so many times with Harry Amas. You can see that he's really capable, but he's still waiting for the striker the last second to come and take the ball and obviously to draw him in. I'm like, just make the triangles, bro. Stop waiting for it all the time.
Yeah, I think Harry Maguire, especially I completely agree with you. Harry Maguire had a better season than Victor Lindelof last season. I'll raise my hands up and say that. But when they were both getting equivalent game time playing together, I think Victor Lindelof was the better center back. I'm convinced by that. I think
for the different profile that he is, though, Tammy, I would keep him because I'm not gonna lie. When Lindelof is here, if De Ligt is here, I don't see how we give Lindelof any game time. I do see games where, as Cass said, we're trying to shut up shop. I need someone who's better in the air, someone who just head the ball out for a little bit. Not to mention that he is more of a character with the players in the locker room than Lindelof is. So he does bring different elements that I just don't need from Lindelof.
I guess.
I'm hanging on to like straws right now. Like,
I know.
I'm not trying to gas him up.
Maguire might be one of the best.
He offers
might be one of the best professionals I've seen in the game. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree with that.
He gets respected in the locker room. Let's just be honest.
I mean, one of the best. He got arrested in a foreign country, and we don't talk about that very often. But that's okay. Other than that, cool.
That's Greek tax, bro. Greek tax.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Other than that,
did you just call it Griggs tax?
Griggs tax. Griggs arrested him, bro. That's all.
I think what pissed everyone off here was when he used to put his stats on Instagram. He used to get his brother to write bare things out and that, and like you know, I don't know.
Bro, I think his time as captain, he lacked so much self-awareness. Like in interviews, he never said I. He never said I. He always said when we played bad, he never said I. He always said we. Like he was just very.
He said like during Ollie Town, like there's a reason why the manager picks me after making mistake after mistake.
Yes.
He's literally got like no accountability, yeah. And he's just a bit of an idiot, isn't he? Like he's. Where's the last time he scored as a header? Like I can't, because you know when he was at Leicester, he was bagging bare goals with his head.
Last season.
For us, he always heads it over the bar. It's so annoying.
He always hits exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like it's always over here.
Again, I think
like 6'5". So
last season, cool, but we have to remember this guy costed 80 million. This is not like we're talking about him. We're talking about him having a good season as a third, fourth option. Actually, what was he? I mean, Johnny Evans was kind of playing ahead of him before Johnny Evans got hurt. So like fourth option. So like this is an 80 million pound player we're talking about, and we're kind of clutching here. You know what I'm saying? Like. I just don't. He needs to go. He has been one of our worst signings ever, and there's no going past that. That's just 80 million pounds. Let's just let that sink in.
Bad, you know,
80 million for like value for money. He's comfortably one of our worst signings. Comfortably.
Yeah.
No, that's
big up Sudge. Hit the likes button. We need to reach 100k, and I'll gift a few memberships while you're at. Subscribe to the panel. Yo, big up to Sudge. Every time, hit the like button, people, man. It don't cost you nothing. You get me, and it just helps the channel massively. Hobart wants to know why we're not getting Rabiot. We need a guy like Rabiot midfield. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. You know, like Liverpool are trying to flirt with the idea of getting him, but I don't know what's going on with Rabiot, man. I'll be real.
It's probably the wages. I don't think it's that difficult. He's probably asking for too much. I think they probably had a conversation. He started up here, way up here, and they were like, all right, thank you for the time. We'll look elsewhere. Like I don't think we're getting Rabiot. Like he wants to be on a certain fee, and if he wants to be on that certain fee, we'll go get that certain fee somewhere else. I think he would help us. Absolutely, think he would help us. But I just think the fee or whatever the wages, because if he was asking for reasonable wages, I think he'd be here by now. I really believe that because we need one of those that profile of player in the squad. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough, but I think we'll get a midfielder, at least one, especially after we sometime, probably two. So I'm not too fussed about Rabiot. I'm not gonna lie.
Direct replacement for McTominay. That would be an instant upgrade, bro.
Huge upgrade. What huge upgrade.
I think. Listen, Casemiro's going to stay in it, so it's one of them where I'm just interested to see what the dynamics are going to be now. If Casemiro,
you don't have to keep saying that, Saeed. Okay.
I think Rabiot's. I think he's not. I think Rabiot's. I think we've really worked out a deal. I reckon he's just a backup option in case something else doesn't land. If you go get Agate, I think then on a loan, then you don't need a Rabiot. You can go and wait. I think, but I just think he's last choice, in my opinion, anyways. I like the idea of Rabiot if McTominay leaves, if it's a free, but then go get me someone that's progressive, right? But as we see, people need to understand, Ten Hag don't actually like midfielders. I'm convinced at this point. I don't think he rates midfielders. I don't think he cares about it that much. And I'm being dead serious, by the way.
No, you're spitting.
Like, because he wants dogs in the midfield. I don't think he cares if Kobe Minu even has technical ability at this point. He just wants a dog, 2 dogs, maybe 3 dogs with a bit of ability up top. Yeah. He needs runners. He wants people to press down. Have you not seen his 4-2-4? He definitely wants 2 dogs in the middle of this pitch that can press 100 million%. Like, and if you're progressive enough to carry the ball, I don't think he cares if you're a progressive passer. He thinks I got 2 centre backs that can do that, 2 capable enough fullbacks, and my wingers and my strikers good enough at holding up the ball. Everything else, just be a dog.
No, you know why? You know why, Cass? I said this before on the channel here. He swears that pressing and winning the ball in the final third is a method of chance creation. I'm like, brother, that's not how it works. You can win the ball, but it doesn't mean that, all right, the minute we win it, we go direct to the goal. Like, you win the ball and let's sustain possession from that position where we won it. And he doesn't believe in that. That's why that one season we had Fred, we kept winning the ball high up the pitch, but our turnover rate was absolutely insane. It was a joke. So we were doing nothing with the amount of times we won the ball.
Yeah, but the thing is now, if you add, let's just call it a hold-up striker that's capable enough, and a winger that's a little bit more agile, like an Ahmad, and hopefully Sancho can be the one that we hope to believe, then I think that can change that quite a lot. Like if you go, yeah. I think that's the idea. The thing is to win the ball back so quick. Look at it like, but again, the Betis game, Arsenal game, the first half, 25 minutes anyways, and then obviously even the Rangers game. Just look how quick we won the ball back, whether it's in the lowest block or higher up when we was pressing and we lost the ball. We just got it back quick. Scott McTominay, I remember, I remember we must have lost the ball from a Rashford or something like that. And before you know it, McTominay was on them and we won the ball back quickly. Ahmad had a chance straight away. And that's the thing. I think he's trying to hybrid his Ajax way. Obviously, he wants good players that are just good footballers, but at the same time, trying to win the ball back and being a little bit like how Liverpool were, don't have moments to breathe. Teams that want to play this slow build-up, the best way to kill the slow build-up is by pressing them. We're going to be knackered. We're going to be knackered by Feb again. What?
That's why we're getting so many injuries as well.
Let me ask you a question here. There was a couple of videos saying, I like the 4-2-4, and then Ten Hag was like laughing and that. And then there was this thing that I seen that he wants the fullback as high as possible, but then he did have the 3-1-6 formation. So that kind of intensity is still there, but you need the right midfield for me. If you don't have that right midfield, it could be a similar situation to last season. I don't mind the principle and the idea, but now at least get the players that can actually manage that, because, bro, we can't do this to Casemiro again. Like, we cannot do this where he's left exposed on his own and he's getting outdone. Like, we can't do this, guys, man. I'm tired of it. And this is why, for me, if you go and get Ugarte, he can at least cover the ground a little bit more better. You know what I mean? If you have a double pivot, fair enough. Even Kobe Mainoo, I do worry about him. He's had a summer of like hard football and consistent football. Now it's kind of be one of them where we've got to make sure he's eased in, to the team, not regularly played. I don't want him played every week, Kobe Mainoo. I want him playing. I want him on the team sheet. Don't get me wrong, but not every week. Kobe Mainoo, because you're gonna burn the kid out, man. Especially when you look at the United's needs. So we've got to be careful, man. And that's why I want to know, that's why midfield is so important. 2 midfielders, then you could do all of this 3-1-6, or you want to do this 4-2-4, whatever it is. And at least then you're prepared, man. Because Arsenal are going to be prepared. They've got Marino now coming in. Chelsea have got a good midfield. You know what I mean? Most teams have got good midfields now, man. We've got to be on it, man. You can't neglect that position, man. Them can't.
I haven't really seen the 3-1-6 at all this preseason, though.
Do you not see it on
we saw it a little bit, but we got to think about the personnel that was out there.
True. That's true.
That's true. The game. When he's been playing the first teamers, it's been mostly a strict double pivot. He's been using a staggered double pivot a lot. So we saw a lot last season with the 2, especially in build up, and the 3-2 build up. Like, both of the people in the midfield are usually Casemiro and someone else that was inverting. Gadala or someone were very flat. And this season with Casemiro and Collier, they've been very staggered. So that opens up the space for them to receive on the half turn. And it's the opposition's block when pressing is disjointed. So you can't just have 2 players.
Even the left
pressing
back
up against your 2. Yeah. So whoever's in there. And then we've seen a change in the build-up shape as well to more of like a 3-4, which is also helping. And then the 4-2-4 has been mostly the press out of possession, particularly Mount in there, leading the press with Højlund or whoever is the striker, and then the wingers being super narrow and just a heavy emphasis on cutting off whichever side the ball goes to, cutting off that side and locking him in there. We've seen a lot of the pressing triggers be actually the same as Ruud van Nistelrooy's PSV, which has been really interesting to see his imprint on the game, particularly when it's mostly been like a negative pass in the press. When the opposition is passing backwards, that's when you see all the players really commit, no matter who the ball is going to. So I think what we've seen in preseason has been really promising. It's just, is he now with these injuries, is Ten Hag going to stay with it, or is he going to change it again? Like we kind of saw last season, him sort of abandon his principles. Like I think what he's been implementing and the staff has been implementing this preseason at least, has been really good and a step forward. But I need to see it in meaningful games and be consistent.
We've got one coming up as it goes, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not having Monts trying to dunk on me, especially with his ball Dutchman. I need to be 1-0 up come this Sunday. For you guys, it might be in the afternoon on a Saturday, but for me, it's Sunday morning. I'm not joking. We have to beat the other version of Megamind. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding. One thing I've seen that with Slot is that his press looks good. Really good already.
They can press, and they play out for the back well, man. They play out for the back.
They got at the moment. I don't know. Their second team's just as arse as ours as well. So it's like for like compared to someone like who trying to invite me. Get out of here, man. Anyways, long story short, yeah, I think Sunday's going to be good for us. Don't say it's not friendly all of a sudden, because it's not. Never with Liverpool. Forget that.
Never friendly.
That's a good kind of, for me. That's probably a good base. I think Arsenal been taking preseason a little bit lightly. I don't think they really care too much as the next. But Liverpool, they're trying to, as much as us, trying to find a style or enough. That's the way I'm looking at it. Anyways, we need to be convinced ourselves.
Yep. 100%.
I don't know. When it comes to preseason, yeah, like I watched like a few of the games. It seems to me it's still transition ball, like still on the counter attack. You know, you got Mount, you got Rashford. Obviously, you see Sancho and Ahmad playing together, yeah. But we've seen this before as well. This is like, because remember last preseason when Sancho was playing and he was doing well. Sancho, that's the problem. Like when you put like good players around each other, yeah, they naturally play well. So when they come off, it just the levels just go down. So that's why for me, yeah, it depends who we play, because we know Ahmad's a very good player, and that should be his right hand side position, in it. Like he makes us play better. Sancho as well. I don't know if I still think he's down the pecking order. Like I still think he'd rather favor Garnacho and Rashford on that side, despite Sancho.
It'll be Rashford to start.
Yeah, it'll be a Rashford. Despite though, because last game against Betis, like Sancho was involved in quite a lot of the build-up. Like his goal was ruled offside, and that's the thing. When Sancho gets his chances, he does bad goals. He's a pretty good finisher. But I don't know, man. Like for me, with preseason, I take it with a pinch of salt on how we play, because our last preseason we were doing quite well. And like when the season started, we didn't really play that well. So
you could tell Rashford's enjoyed his summer off, because he looks sharp, he looks hungry, he looks, you know what I mean, he looks ready, because he knows, man, bro. And today, I don't know if you heard about it, but he goes, Ten Hag was like, "Yo, man, when Rashford's on the vibes, he's on point."
Yeah, he said like,
he called him a vibes player. That's essentially what he called him. Like he says he called Rashford a vibes player. But I mean, hey, it's kind of every other year. He has a bad year, then he has a good year, then he has a bad year. I think he's due. So he's due for some goals. So we'll see.
Yeah, 100%. But I think for me, listen, people can say it's a bad thing or whatever it is, but at the same time, that's what Rashford is, though. He's a confidence player. You know, anybody that doesn't think that Rashford's a confidence player, he hasn't really watched Rashford. So if he's confident, then United have got something, because, you know what I mean? For United, listen, even I know, for United to do well, you know what I mean, you do need Rashford firing as well, because right now, you know what I mean, our goal scorers, who's a real natural goal scorer? I mean, you're probably saying Rashford is probably the most natural goal scorer, even though, like I said, we had that conversation last week, he isn't a guy who's going to get you 25 to 30 goals every single year, but he has one bad year, one good year. You know what I was there? Like,
yeah, his goals are never like spread out. It's always like he'll score loads within like 2-3 months, and then the rest.
What player in his position is getting you 25 to 30 goals every year besides Salah?
Salah, but the thing is with Salah though, like he does it consistently. With Rashford, it's on and off. And when it comes to like who scores the goals,
I'm saying, but like we're talking about 25 to 30 goal. I mean, no winger is scoring besides Mohamed Salah. That's the only player that's scoring 30 goals.
Okay, let's drop it from
16 and 30.
Let's drop it. Okay, wait. Let's not even do 20. Rashford doesn't drop from like 30 to like 13. He goes from like 30 to 8. Like in all competitions.
No, isn't it? I'm talking about.
I'm saying in all competitions. Yeah, but even. He's never been we had this debate a few weeks ago. He's never been a prolific goal scorer. Like that's never ever been his MO.
Plays loads of games as well, so obviously he's bound to be good.
Yeah, he's never played, but the thing is, like, he's had good goal scoring seasons, like in all comps, He's never been this prolific, like Son, right? Son is always like at that 13, 14. You'll have like an 8, like Rashford doesn't have
One of
that
the best
consistency.
finishers of our generation.
Okay,
Who?
again, when
Son.
people, here's the thing though, when people talk about Marcus Rashford, they talk about him like he's in that ilk. That's what I'm trying to say. So we have to judge him like that, right? People will tell you Marcus Rashford is one of the best wingers in the world. Okay, if he's one of the best wingers in the world, then
That's why when he said like high potential, I started laughing because he's 28 next year. So like, what does this mean about high potential? Like, I don't know, man.
And it's not
even if
it's not
Rashford does score goals next season, they'll be like, oh, see, Rashford can score goals. But bro, we've seen this script before, innit? We've seen it before.
It's not even just the goals. It's just the all around play. That's really like because again, CK, you're right. Like your wide players don't necessarily need to be scoring 25 goals. That's not.
No. You don't have to.
You don't have to. Your wide player doesn't have to do that. But what they need to do is do the basics, track back, make the right decisions, make quick decisions, make good passes. Rashford doesn't do that stuff consistently. He just doesn't. Like, and that's the challenge with him. We've been looking for this level. Look at Amad Diallo, for instance. Like when he gets on the ball, it's just boom, boom, quick. I know he knows what he's doing every time he
strikes the ball well as well.
It's a different type of player, though. It's a different type of player to me. But that's Ahmad's MO, is him being very technically sound, being very quick with his decision making.
Yeah.
Rashford's going to take far more risk, and you have a higher variance of performances with that. Like that's just
which is why he should be a bench player. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think
So,
I don't.
We go as far as Rashford and Bruno take us, bro.
And that's
the problem.
You're right. You're right, and that's the issue. Like I'm just that's
we've seen so many times when those two players go out, we look.
Yeah, but that's because the team is being built around them. So, like, of course,
that's also disingenuous. I've seen them on the pitch, and we've lost 7-0, we've lost 6-2, we've held 3-0 to Brighton multiple times. I've seen us lose, be down 3-0 in the Champions League when we needed a draw with those. Like, so you can, we had that one, like, and we lost really bad to Crystal Palace, right, when Bruno was out. But I've seen us.
I'm not even saying just last year, just throughout the years.
I mean, Bruno has played a ton of. That's very rare. I've seen us have way more bad performances with Bruno on the pitch than without him on the pitch. Like even the game we lost to Arsenal when he wasn't on the pitch, I thought we were half decent. We just lost. You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily agree with this. Oh, when Bruno's not here, we just can't survive. I don't buy it because we haven't seen a big enough sample size. We've seen like the odd game, you know. So I don't buy that.
My thing is though, I think the expectation of Rashford though should be that he should be having 7-8 out of 10 games every game now, especially this
absolutely
minimum. I think for me, goals is okay, well and good, but I think the minimum of 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. You know what you're getting. You know what I mean? At every game. This is probably how Rashford now. It's like you don't know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing for me. I'd rather have that than him score goals. I'll be honest with you. Because that means then he's going to be
that's not who he is, Saeed. Let's just be realistic. He's not that type of player. So if you want that, then just sell him and go sign someone who does that. When you look at our options in the front line this season, we do have a lot of different profiles compared to last season. Last year's, let's just be honest, that front line of Garnacho, Højlund, and Rashford is probably the worst we could have put out. So I don't think we'll get any worse than that. Now Sancho's back. Ahmad is supposed to get more minutes.
That's when we had our best run, wasn't it? when we started Rashford, Højlund, and Garnacho.
I don't like that front three, if I'm being honest.
Rashford,
that's when we went on the crazy run to start the year. We went undefeated in like scoring a million.
That run to me was always paper over the cracks. We didn't play good in these games. I remember that one game where they went off. I guess was it Villa when we came back. I don't remember a lot of games where we scored a lot of goals and we looked convincing. Yes, you could say that was technically our best run. But is this a sustainable front three? I don't think so. Compared to like now that we have better options, especially Ahmad as an example.
Which front three? So sorry, real quick. I have a question for you, CK. Like that last season, that Rashford, Højlund, Garnacho front three, is it better than any front three in the top 7, 8? Seriously, I'm asking a legitimate question.
In the Premier League?
Yeah, in the Premier League.
Okay, let me look. Cities, who finished second last year? Arsenal,
Liverpool.
Arsenal's front three last year was Havertz, Trossard, and Saka.
Yeah, they definitely better. Way better. Are we way better? Are we being for real?
Saka's better. Saka's better, but like those other two players,
you know,
like,
they scored the most goals in their history with that front three.
I'm just saying we're just taking it. That's more of a team stat, though. Like that's just the way Arsenal play. They dominate.
But those three players performed better. They're better players. They're just better players than our front three. You think Højlund's better than Havertz? Kai Havertz?
Havertz gives
not as a footballer, but like as a goal scorer.
He's playing in that front three.
I don't think.
Okay, how about this? How about Villa? How about Villa last season?
Yeah, no,
Villa's front three was who? Watkins,
Bailey and Diaby.
Bailey and Diaby.
What are we doing here? No chance. Watkins is not one of the best. Leon Bailey and Diaby.
Yes.
Garnacho
scored seven goals.
Okay, how many did Leon Bailey score? Or it's at first, and it's not even.
Let me check.
Garnacho was insane last year with his carries, his dribbling. Like when he played on that right, and that
insane is a bit on the right.
Insane.
But Leon Bailey
under 21
10 goals and 9 assists last season.
Yeah, 19. Yeah.
No, in the Premier League.
Oh, that's fair.
Diaby did
like who was that front three better? I'm being serious. Like, okay, Diaby wasn't great, but he was better. Like, these are just facts. I'm not trying to. That front three is not good. Like, I'm comparing to ask. Okay, let's go down to like a Newcastle.
Is crazy though.
Let's go to. It's not good. It's not.
It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, man.
Newcastle. Where they were in 8th. Sorry, no. How about?
I mean, I rate Isak. Isak is my guy. So like, and Anthony Gordon's my guy.
Player as well, to be fair.
Yeah,
the front three in comparison to the teams that were around us, it's not good. It's not good.
Our best three should have had Ahmad last season. Let's just be honest.
Okay, yes, but he was on the bench. If Ahmad was playing, I wouldn't be saying this right now. But he didn't play.
But my thing is like, I think what Staffy said that it was our worst front three that we could field last season.
No. I said it's our worst front three in recent years. Obviously, when you compare it to what we had when Ahmad was injured, you really have to. Okay, what is the comparison? Anthony being on, that's not really impressive. We had no backup striker. You can argue if Martial was healthy, but he's never healthy, so we couldn't do anything with that. So yes, from the like 4 players that we had, that's probably the best combo we could have done. But it is one of our worst front lines in recent years. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think we'll have a worse one again.
It's not a good front three.
I think we have a better variety this season to make a better front three out of what we have.
Yeah,
because I think you easily bring in Ahmad, Xerxes, or Sancho. I'm not saying all of them.
Facts.
And you make something better.
Match of profiles there.
I think
that's what I'm trying to say.
I think Xerxes, Ahmad, and honestly, I would put Sancho, but if even Rashford there is a better front three than what we feel. What
I think Rashford eats with either Xerxes or Sancho in the middle and Ahmad on the right. That's why I won't even bench.
There's no vertical threat.
Who?
Wait, I want to. This whole idea that you need somebody that has to run in behind is I feel like is a bit disingenuous. Amad Diallo is direct enough. He's a direct enough player. We've seen it in this preseason. We've seen him running behind, stretch the pitch, take players one-on-one. Amad Diallo is plenty direct enough. And having Jadon Sancho as a pass first guy, Amad Diallo's pass first. Xerxes obviously drops it. Like you can have 3 technical players in the front 3.
If we're being honest,
like,
though, our two best wingers
from Sancho. Sorry, go on.
Now I was going to say, like, when it comes to who's our best 2 wingers, the 2 wingers that should be playing aren't actually rated by the manager, and that is whether you like it or not, Sancho and Ahmad. Those are our 2 most gifted players on the sides. Now, whether you like Sancho or not, because I still think he's a very good player, right? But this misconception that he's not quick, he can't take on his man is a myth. Same with Ahmad as well. They can both take on their man. They just don't choose to. They have the ability to actually get past them, but they just have good decision making. They know when to pass. They know when to shoot. Look at Sancho, for example. Whenever he gets a chance through on goal, you hardly ever see him skying it. He shoots it like he's got a good finish on him. With Diallo, he strikes the ball really well. You saw the goal even last season.
He's a clean striker, man.
He's a clean striker of the ball. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that they can't provide something. They're not useful in the team. I think both of those, obviously Ahmad, he's probably the front runner to start on the right wing. But with Sancho, when you're playing with a player like Xerxes that already wants to drop deep, we saw this with England. When you have a front three with no runners, it doesn't really work. You need something. You need some sort of threat to keep the defense honest, and so they can't just
Ahmad is that player.
He's not.
That's what I'm trying to tell.
We haven't seen him do that in the Premier League.
Does he like ball to feet? Yes, but we've seen in this preseason where when the ball turns over play, he receives the ball and he drives with the ball. He carries the ball. Yes, he's not Marcus Rashford in that he's making a out to in run or whatever the case may be. But we're still we're keeping the football. We're actually keeping the football better. Like outside of that Arsenal game, but I think the Betis game was a great example of.
But that's not gonna. We do have to put the ball in the net at the end of the day, and we
didn't do that last season. We hardly did that last season.
Yeah, our goal.
I'm not saying that last season was. I wasn't.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that last season was the blueprint by any means, but I just think we do have to have some sort of like threat in behind. Like we can keep the ball all we want, but we do have to have that threat as well. Like there has to be some Ahmad. That's why I think the Ahmad Xerxes. That's plenty of ball retention. That's plenty. Plenty of ball retention. Plenty of ball security.
I'm cool with that.
And then
go ahead.
And then just having Rashford, or if you want to do Sancho, Xerxes, Garnacho, or there just has to be some sort of mixed match. It can't be all three of the same profile.
Why do
we front three?
End of the day, we owe the Premier League goals. We finished on -1 goal difference. Yeah,
the front.
The thing is, Xerxes, Sancho, Ahmad, for me, that's too much foreplay. There's too much lube. There's not enough penetration. Yeah, it's not good enough. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's techie on paper, but they're not only got literal goal score unless Ahmad does something real techie. Let's be honest, we don't know if Xerxes is going to even land. It's probably going to be Bruno. That's it. We need threats. Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of Rashford personally, but I agree with Mr. CK here. Anyways, we need someone that's going to run in behind and shoot, because otherwise you're just passing, and then probably get across.
But
yeah, now, if we play a team that is, sorry, just quickly, if we do play a team that's playing a crazy low block and we have to break that down, and for what in the Rashford and whatnot, those players aren't working. It's amazing to bring on a player like Sancho or start him from the beginning and against a team that is going to sit back, and we're going to have to play those little intricate passes, and we're going to have to be very patient with keeping the ball. That's an amazing option to have, and an amazingly gifted player to have on your team. So I'm not saying by any means that he's not going to be able to play a part this season, or he's not going to be useful in the team, or he doesn't have certain qualities that can be very useful for United this season. But just in that front three in particular, I would like some variety in the profile.
I agree. I agree that if it was Xerxes, Ahmad, Rashford, that it's a better balance. I agree with that. But again, I feel like I know what I'm going to get from Jadon Sancho when he's on the pitch. Whereas Marcus Rashford, we just don't know what we're getting week in, week out.
I quite like our options. We've got Højlund, who
variety of options.
Yeah. I think we got good balanced options now that Ahmad looking like he's going to get the nod. Let's just discount Anthony completely. That guy. The thing is, Man United need to understand we've got a generational left back, and he just doesn't know it yet. So that's one thing. Yeah, you got Sancho, Ahmad, creative type wingers, wide playmakers, however you want to know it. Garnacho, Rashford in behind. I quite like when it works, I suppose. You got Xerxes. Let's see how he lands first, but the profile I like, hold up type striker, likes to create, and then Højlund likes to run in behind. At the end of the day, that's a lot of option that you need to make it balanced. There's no excuses, in my opinion. Does it land? We'll see if Ten Hag can coach, and his new coaching staff, can they coach it into these lot? We'll have to see. We already know that Ahmad and Sancho are ballers. We know that Rashford's a goal scorer. Garnacho's a great impact player. Højlund, we need to see something. Sancho itself, we need to see something as well at the same time. But I think you just got to let it land, man. I think we got good options. The midfield.
At the end of the day, it's all partnerships, and we're gonna take time to figure out our partnerships. What I like is that we have players that are like for like, and we have players that are a little bit different. So, and Sika said it perfectly. There's gonna be games where you're playing a crazy low block, and you will have a Sancho on the bench You'll have a Xerxes on the bench. You'll have someone on the bench to come in and kind of give you an extra body in that final third to break down that back line. And there will be games where the game is stretched out. And when you get that ball and you pick up the ball and you look forward and you need to counter, as an example, or you're in a transition, I'll be very honest. Sancho's my guy, but I'd rather see someone making a run in behind, giving the defense something to think about, rather than 3 attackers saying, hand me the ball to where I'm at. No, I need you to move sometimes.
But
Especially that's how Bruno plays on the counter as well. There will be games where Bruno is going to link up someone like he used to do with Martial, and there will be games where he's just going to loft the ball in behind for someone. This is a good headache to have, and this is what I think what you guys maybe don't understand what Sika was saying, because I completely hear him where he's saying we just need different profiles up front. And we will have, I don't think we'll have one front three throughout the whole season where this is our front three is unchanged. We will play according to opponents sometimes. We will play according to the occasion. And as I said, it's a very good thing to have that headache. We don't have a Firmino, Mane, Salah type of partnership going into next season. Let's just be honest. There will be games where everyone's going to get their favorite player in the front line.
So I understood completely what CK was talking about. I just think that I think we're underestimating Ahmad's ability to be direct. Obviously, he does like the ball to feet. No one's arguing that. But again, we've seen this preseason. I think against in the Arsenal game, wasn't it the Betis game, the Sancho goal? Was it not a run from Ahmad that he went out to in, and then it was him and Sancho, and then Sancho just went offside? Am I wrong about that?
Yeah. Ahmad played it. Well, Ahmad waited way too long. He should have played it.
Yeah, but to my point, I'm saying that's literally what we're talking about right now is somebody playing a ball in behind. Ahmad received the ball and he just waited a bit too long.
Sancho got in behind too. He was running.
Thank you. So Sancho got in behind. So I just don't agree. I don't agree.
This preseason game against Betis is not the same as a Premier League.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's also good.
Okay,
good
I mean,
but this is not this towards.
You're shrugging your shoulders. That's just fact.
Listen, I'm saying it can be done. I'm saying it can be done. I think Ahmad can be a direct football player. I've seen Jadon Sancho against PST use his ball carrying ability to play, to get the ball forward and help create chances. Like there's different ways to create chances. Obviously you have runners, you have people who can come ball to feet. I think the point I'm trying to make is Amad Diallo is direct enough and enough of a threat.
He's versatile, Tammy.
That's what
okay,
I'm
so
saying.
he's versatile. He's versatile in the way he plays, and that's a compliment. But that doesn't change the fact that and I'll tell you this: if Rashford's on the pitch, as an example, that back line that you're facing now knows they have to play about 10 yards deeper. That changes the whole game for us because you have a back line that's going to accommodate differences. I understand that Ahmad is intelligent enough to make these runs when he needs to, but that's not his main game. And I'm happy that I have something on the right-hand side where versus when Garnacho plays, I know what I'm getting out of Garnacho and it's not good enough. Whereas Ahmad, if I'm playing a high line, if I'm playing a low block, I know he can accommodate to both. It doesn't mean that on the other side, I don't give him a different thing to think about because that will actually confuse defenses. That will confuse teams going and setting up against us. What should we be watching out for today? Are they gonna be running in behind? Are they gonna play on the shoulder, or are we gonna have to sit in a low block and just try to absorb all the pressure and the possession that they're gonna have? That's why it's very important to have that. And as I said, we need runners. It's not because it's this towards whoever else is playing. I want Sancho to play games, but as I said, there will be games where I want the defense to worry and sit 10 yards deeper. That helps us. As I said, it's just a good headache. It's not a diss towards what Ahmad does. It's just it's something different to have.
Yeah. I got these couple of super chats here. Guys, keep liking the video, people, if you can. That'll be amazing. David Smith says CK being a risk taker has nothing to do with first touch dribbling, shooting, which is very poor from Rashford consistently. That's disingenuous.
How do you take a risk without dribbling or shooting?
Yeah, that's true also as well. Young Venice says the less possession we lose, the less pressure on our midfield. Bruno, Garnacho, and Højlund play against us. CK, you are wrong. Bruno is horrible. And Craig says on paper we have
groundbreaking analysis there.
Yeah. on paper we have a front three that can cook. Ten Hag's front three isn't as good as Bournemouth's front three. Who they got? Solanke. Apart from Solanke, I can't lie.
It's hard. Yeah,
we didn't go through all we didn't go through all the teams, but that Rashford, Højlund, and Garnacho thing, I'm telling you right now, that's a mid-table front three at best.
Who is?
I'm just happy I don't have to watch
What is?
Garnacho
Wait,
all
what
the time
is?
anymore.
What is?
I said Rashford, Hoyland, Garnacho
Yeah,
is
that's
a mid-table front three at best. At best.
but
You know,
Yeah.
what? I blame Ten Hag more. You know why? Imagine if you had the same food every day. It could be banging food. You know what? I don't care. I don't know what your favorite food is. Imagine you had it every day. You'd be like, "Yo, Steph, I've had enough of it. I've ate it for a whole month." That's what Ten Hag did to us. I swear there was a run where like Garnacho played like 30 games in a row. No wonder why I had enough of him. Because I saw him 30 games in a row. Who needs to see one player 30
That's
games in a
crazy.
row?
That's
Unless
crazy.
you're like prime Messi and Ronaldo, I don't need to see you 30 games in
It was
a row.
more than that. It was more than
Yeah,
that.
it was
That's
more
what I'm
than
saying.
that.
Like, I'm just
It was
saying
like
30 off
40.
the back of my head like
It was,
that.
it was like I think 39. It's
Bro,
crazy.
It's
and also
crazy, bro. Imagine
Garnacho
starting 39 games in a row. It's insane, bro.
another thing that okay, Garnacho we've seen Garnacho running behind, but I don't view him as this particularly pacey player. I don't view Garnacho as this guy who has
He's not super pacey.
he has
but
good
he's
like
direct.
good
direct.
yeah, he's direct. And again, I think I know Staffy doesn't rate him, and then a lot of people don't rate him, right? I think he's okay. But again, is he I don't think he should be a starter for us. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Like, I think he could be an impact player.
man.
He could be an impact player.
There's games where he certainly can start, but I think his role off the bench, like 60, 65, like pretty much like we saw him in his first season when he broke onto the team. You know,
Yeah, that should be his role
against
That should be
tired
his role.
legs and just coming off is perfect.
I can't wrap my head.
He's going to be useful this season. I guarantee he'll be very, very useful this season.
Definitely,
If we want to win
sure.
another domestic cup, and we should be winning Europa League hands down, yeah, you're going to need him to start at some point. Can't always play your favorites because we need to rest them. So that's the way I'm looking at it. Garnacho, like, he doesn't really move the needle at the moment, but he's got his strong suits. I think we can play to that as well.
He needs to go back being the impact sub, 6-man as we hear.
Yeah, but he was never meant to start 30 odd games. It's just injuries and lack of a good summer and whatever.
It's
what got him there.
It's bad management. That's what it is.
Well, so what do you man saying for expectations then this season? What are you man saying?
Bro, I want to see 2 trophies. I'm not even gonna lie. One of them better be Europa.
No. Position wise. Because I spoke to it on the show yesterday, before. I said we should be aiming for third, and they were all laughing in it. They were like, "Oh, third? Are you crazy?" I said, "Why not?" Because at the end of the day, it's Ten Hag's third season now. You know what I mean? It's not as if we're on the first season. He did get there this first season. Last season was a big up rant to the building. Last season was a catastrophe. You know what I mean? But we still came with a trophy. You know what I mean? Like, I think for me, it's getting that third position, but playing good football as well. Can he play good football, get third, and win a Europa League? Is that too much demanding for Ten Hag? Or
it's about performances for me. I think when you think about the league table, like, it's all relative, right? If we finish third and we're like again with Oli, we finished second, but we were like 20 some odd points off first. Like, yeah, we can say 10 years down the line, oh, we finished second to City, but like, yeah, that's just banter, right? It's not really doesn't really make that much of a difference. As long as we get top 4 and are into the Champions League next season, that's really all that matters. If you're not finishing first, unless you finish second by like a point, like Arsenal did, those Liverpool teams. But I think for me, it's just about the performances. It's about the football. It's about consistency and the principles. It's about seeing,
does anybody think Europa League will affect us though? Because I believe Europa League will affect United a lot. If he doesn't,
cup games will always affect you with the depth. But I think he learned last year the importance of rotation. I mean, if he didn't learn it last year, then he never will, right? So
I think. Yeah. So I was gonna say, I think you said, can we finish third? I don't trust him to pick the right team. Like, that's his biggest. I just don't trust him to pick the right players. And if you're not going to pick the right players, there's no way we're going to win football matches. Like, I think even if we pick the right team, top 4 would be, it wouldn't be guaranteed. And I don't think he's going to pick the right team. So
I agree with that.
I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing. I think he's on a 6-month watch period, or a 5-month watch period. You feel me? August to December. Ineos are going to assess him. And if we're in 5th, 6th, we're struggling, we're not putting in good performances, I think he's gonna be out of here. Like, it's donezo. You feel me? I just do any of you trust him to pick the right team?
Anybody? You know what it is,
I have zero trust in this guy, Timmy. I'm just happy that we're doing proper recruitment to when he's gone. I still have no doubt that he'll be gone, bro. Like I really
Absolutely.
have no doubt that he'll be gone one day.
Yeah. The writing is on the
We're
wall.
building a proper house to live in the next few years right now.
Yep.
And he's
We're
not
laying
essential
a
to it.
foundation. Laying a
Exactly.
foundation.
The foundation is there. And that's why when I see the recruitment and I see the type of players we're going for, the majority I agree with. I wouldn't say I agree with every signing and every link so far, but for a majority, I'm okay with it. And that's why I look at him. I'm like, I feel like we're going to a point where we're not building a team customized for the manager. And that was the biggest issue I had the last 2 years, especially last year. I hated the type of recruitment what we did because that was Ten Hag recruitment. It wasn't, oh, what happens when there's life after Ten Hag? And that's
Yeah,
the
I mean,
one
he
thing
was
I'm
the one.
okay with.
He was the one.
If
that
we
gave
sack a
him-
manager, like I wouldn't be worried, you know.
Yeah.
I still don't trust him, like you said. I agree 100%.
Yeah, they
You know
gave
what
him
it is?
full autonomy.
Right
What?
now, as it stands, like nobody's really done mad business, you know, when you deep. I think
Yeah,
Villa
yeah,
have
no
done
one.
this.
Liverpool's
West
done
Ham-
no business side.
Liverpool's
Sorry?
done none. Arsenal's
Liverpool's
got
done
like
no
two.
business.
Liverpool's done no
Arsenal's got
business.
two.
Arsenal
got
needed
two
to
players
get,
in.
Arsenal only needed two, to be fair. They didn't need wholesale changes anyway. They needed a centre back, they needed a midfielder, and probably a striker, but they're not going to go get a striker. So they kind of done decent, to be fair. Maybe another winger they could have wanted.
Is
United was
Chelsea
the one
is
that
trying to-
needed at least 4 or 5 starters in their team. That's the one. You know what I mean? So we
Yeah.
can't really be looking at other teams. United, the ones that we need to get starters. Villa have done well. Tottenham haven't done well, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So not a lot of clubs have done well, you know. So if a lot of clubs have done well, does it go back to maybe coaching again? Who's a better coach?
Oh,
Do you know?
absolutely. I mean, it's always about that. At the end of the day, that's
Yeah.
like we obviously you need players. You obviously need players, but generally the best coach in the league wins. That's how this works. Like, let's be real. What like you obviously have the odd examples. I mean, Klopp is a top manager, but the best managers win in this league. That's just how it works, bro. What are they on? They're going for 5. Does anyone see them not getting this 5th straight?
Nah,
Really? I can't see it. I can't see it. We've turned into Serie A in the 2010s. You feel me? Just Juventus winning everything. That's what we've become. Like the Premier League. That's what it's become. You know what I'm
we
saying?
need, I think we could be fine. Look, I don't care about. Look, I care about results as much as the football. I'm not even gonna cap, man. The thing is, we need to see progressive football and something that we can buy into. Something where it says, you know what, Saeed, I'm coming to link you at Old Trafford today. Yeah, I'm coming up. You got space for me. You got a room. You got the bed made out for man. Because I'm going to see this. Do you know what I mean? Like one of those ones. The thing is, we just got to sort out our own house at Old Trafford. Everything else is calm. Like last year, we lost how many games at Old Trafford? How many games? Someone remind me, please.
I don't remember.
No, we lost a lot. We lost a lot, you know. We lost a lot.
6, 7, maybe.
It definitely was a record, bro, because we lost like a record of like
6 or 7,
13, 14 in the league. Something like
So
that.
let's go by one by one. We lost to Bournemouth.
Palace. I was at the game. We lost to Palace. We lost to Fulham. You should say Bournemouth. Who else?
Man City. 4.
Man City. Go on. Who's another one? Give me another. I need one more. There's definitely another one where we lost. Was it Brighton? We lost to Brighton, innit?
Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton.
Lost to Brighton. That's 5.
Yeah.
Any more? Have we missed anyone?
No, I think that's it.
And did we get any draws?
Yeah, a couple of draws.
We lost. Wait. We lost to Arsenal. No, we drew to Arsenal.
Home. We didn't lose to Arsenal at home.
Did we not? Did we draw or lose at
We
Arsenal?
lost, Saeed.
We lost
drew
2-1. We lost 2-1, bro.
We lost when Casemiro made the mistake.
So there's
Alright,
6 losses.
You think I forgot his mistakes, bro? I remember in the back of my head. Like it was
Already, I've counted that. See what we said there: Fulham, Palace, Brighton, Bournemouth, who ain't beat us in how many years. But mate, we should be getting at least minimum out of that game 16 points, minimum, like we did in the first season. 16 points brings us up from the 60 tally to 76. I'm not being funny. Old Trafford,
bro. Under his reign, yeah. This is what I'm saying to you, Mandem, yeah. So I'm gonna look at the Premier League table, yeah, under his reign in terms of points wise. So the season of what was the first season? 22-23.
I remember,
He got third. 75 points he got, I think it was. Yeah, 75 points he got, which is not too bad. But even when you look at the goal difference, though, the goal difference was 15. We managed to get 58 goals only. Not great. We look at Arsenal, they got 88, they got 30 more, man.
All of our so-called our dangerous front three, man. Our dangerous front three.
Yeah. So that was that season.
Bro.
Obviously, second season here, that was this one here. We were all obviously down here.
Bro,
-1. You know what I mean?
57 goals, bro.
It's mad, but what the whole point is, we could easily. I'm not being funny, and maybe I'm not overrating, but at least 5 out of those 6 teams that we mentioned, right? Especially even Arsenal, we played better than them, even when we shit. We still lost though. But the thing is, we need to sort our own house at home, and
But we
then from
didn't
there,
play
there's no basis. No, against Arsenal, we definitely were better than them on the day.
No, Arsenal, but Brighton, did we play better than Fulham?
No, we didn't.
Them?
Brighton made a tactical tweak. Iwobi just turned into Ronaldinho, and we got absolutely dicked down. And then the other one, Palace, was a free kick that it was offside that never got flipping called. So, and we was quite poor finishing wise. We did loads of attacks. Bournemouth just hit us on many counters and got all the goals early. And the other one was whatever.
Yeah. The reality is though, is like the reason all of this is happening is we weren't controlling games. Like it was just back and forth. And it was all of our games were a toss-up against mediocre sides, bro. So
we need to start killing teams, bro.
But under this management, like, or under this manager, like, we don't do that. Like we haven't proven to do that. Like last season, we'd go up, we concede, or we go down 1 or 2 goals and we try to get it. Like there was no game where there was no, like, what game in the Premier League were we comfortable? Like from minute, like, you know, we were never comfortable in any games.
Nah.
So like obviously that's what do we expect? And we weren't scoring goals. Didn't we have like a streak last season of like 5-6 games with no goals or something like that?
Yeah, bro, there was too many records we broke, man. Too many records.
Like, bro. So I don't trust it, bro.
We need to be convincing. Who have we got first 3 games? We got Fulham at home.
Can I ask for something? See that comment from Rents about Casemiro? Can you put that one up?
Which one? The top one,
right before, above the one. Yeah. Listen, he's saying that Casemiro's at the mud. Listen, I want an apology on Rance's channel when this guy does, like, I don't know, like 2-3 goal errors leading the goal mistakes, something like that. You pick how many you want, and when he does it, I want an apology on the channel. Be like, you know what, Staffy was right. That's all I want. Just shout me. I'll be like, you know what, Staffy was right. We should have sold this guy. This is inevitable.
Do you think Rance is ever gonna apologize?
Mm-hmm. Or don't just be like, Staffy was right. That's all. Like, just shout me out. That's all I want. Be like, you know,
man would start doing what Monts does. Them half-ass apologies, even if you know it's wrong. Them half ones, you know what I mean? It's just like that.
I always say though, it's difficult to blame one player when reality is like the whole team's gonna be messing up. But I get what you mean. If he's having individual errors, catastrophe errors, where he's doing things where he's passing the ball, and next thing you know, it ends in the goal. You know what I mean?
Bruno, Manu, Casemiro, midfield again. Oh, I don't want to be.
Bro, it's happening, man. I'm telling you.
I don't want to see that, bro. I do not want to see that, bro.
Honestly. They've got Neves though, so he should come. You know what I mean? So
honestly, if Bruno and Casemiro are in the same midfield, we are not going to see any joy.
We're finished.
It depends how we go about. It depends how we go about it. Because if we start doing what we have done, where you see one of the fullbacks invert next to Casemiro with Kobe and stuff like that, and yet let Bruno go high like in the preseason. If we can replicate that at least minimum of a basis and have better players, it could work. That's the thing. When we look towards, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm Casemiro's current biggest fan, right? But I know what he can bring, and I know what pisses me off about him too at the same time. But at the end of last season, I remember when he went out, Amrabat was there instead. We inverted a fullback there, so at times, a bit like what we saw Harry Amos has been doing kind of in the season. He's been doing a bit of everything, like a complete wingback type beat. Like I've seen him there, but at the end of last season, obviously it was left back. Who's playing left back? Was it Delo or whatever? The inverting kind of thing really helped our football. I'm not going to act like we didn't see something at the end, because look at the way we played against City, by the way. It's kind of the same principle, the 4-2-4 press and kill them off and win the ball back and keep making chances. And sometimes we lack combination players because this club lacks football players.
No, I hear that, but what you're talking about, you reference Man City, like I think the cup final is what you're referencing.
Brighton's another one. Brighton at the end of the season, we killed them up too.
We were playing with more midfielders on the pitch. You feel me? We were playing with like 4 midfielders. Bruno was playing as a false 9. We had 3 midfielders in behind. Like that's why. Go ahead.
But even in preseason, we played like just going off of a couple of them. Bar Hoyland, like we've been playing midfielders up front. Scott McTominay was technically playing up front.
Bro, I don't. Yeah, this one here, by the way, it's just sorry to cut you off, Paul. Yeah, I don't know why this guy's not being sent home. By the way, why is he traveling around with the team? Like, just go, let him go home, man.
What? Yeah, but you got.
Doesn't even have a home yet, Saeed.
Yeah,
you know what? Maybe that's true, you know, man. Maybe
Unless
doesn't
he's
have
sleeping on the sofa behind you, he still doesn't have a home.
yeah, but he's got to keep getting assessed, and it's also a team bonding thing. Like, you got to keep him in around the players to get used to each other. You know,
man. Get him home, man. You don't need no team building, man.
What do you mean? And then when the dressing room's all collapse and my man's alienated, then you're gonna start moaning and come on the stream. Emergency stream with the big lights of the emojis next to it. You know, Euro's falling out with so and so because them man don't get along.
I wouldn't want to be chilling with this medical team, man. Go do what Pogba did, man. Go get your own medical team, man. You know what I'm saying?
And what did that happen? What did that lead to, Saeed? They fucking put testosterone in this shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, you gotta say
relax, man.
We lost Pogba because of his medical.
What are you doing out here, man? Listen, that's nothing to do with what happened at United. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not United. I'm blaming his medical team. That's what happened.
Yeah, but that's different. No, but the thing is, that's something else.
It was Dr. Miami, bro. Never go to Miami. I told them this place is ratchet, bro. Don't go to Miami, bro. You go to Miami,
Listen, all I'm saying is that you can't trust his medical team in it. So whatever they're telling you, I would do the opposite and kind of make his situation up, man. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I can't lie to you. You know when you might have saying that, I think for me, you know what it is, yeah? It's like I was with the Big Six, yeah. They were like, how could you be so optimistic about United, yeah, when Ten Hag's your manager? You know what it is? I think it's forceful by nature because I'm like, you must get third. You must play good football. Broski, like people think, yeah, just because you want Ten Hag out, I can't demand. Bro, you lot, I swear down, Ten Hag and this team must get third. And for me, they should, because you know what it is? You can't, like, we massively underachieved last season. So that expectation shouldn't be because, we finished 8th. Oh, we should now say we're a top 5 team or top 6.
You know what it is, Saeed?
What if we finish wait, hold on. What if we finish 4th or 5th with nice football, progressive, and got a Europa League and went on a cup run?
That's fair as well.
And I got to a final, Carabao, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, like I think I'm within my. I'm
also,
demanding the Europa League of anything.
Do you not think though we can't be 30, 40 points behind Man City this season though? That can't happen again though as well. You can't just be like 30 points behind Man City.
I think we need to be targeting.
No,
I think a good benchmark.
You can't have that attitude, bro. You can't.
A good benchmark.
No, this is what you're not
minimum.
Yeah, I agree with that. But this is what you listen. I think the reason where I'm optimistic about what's going forward is Ten Hag is a bit part player, bro, in this whole scheme, bro. He's not a big player in this overall scheme, bro. He's not that relevant to me.
I think I've done a U-turn. I'll give him 10 games for the time being.
U-turns, man.
Yeah, because I support the club. I support the club. I support the club. Yeah, first and foremost. I change my mind every day about stuff. I can change my mind about this. I don't need to stick to my guns. I feel like if you're going to call it a new era at Man United, then you know what? A lot of these players get kind of clean slates compared to last season. Not all of them. A few of them. Everything that's going in and around, you have to, like, whether you believe him or not, you're going to give him time, whether you like it or not.
Okay.
I don't think it's, you know what it is, yeah? 100% I am. But what's it called? Other than that, bro, I don't care. I'm going to be ruthless with it. I'll proud flip-flop on this situation because I just want us to do well and I don't want to put out bad energy. Don't get me wrong. But I don't, you know what? He's got all the tools now. There's no excuses. But I think he will do well this season. If he does that, we'll see in it, yeah? But
I hope he does well.
It's the same equation. It's the same equation for the managers since Fergie departed, anyways, and maybe even Moyes as well. But Moyes, same shit. He was Ollie, whatever you want to call it. It's the same environment, same players, not getting back correctly. Doesn't mean he hasn't been back because he has got his players that he wanted, but not the right way through recruitment and stuff like that. It was a bit too much of a mismatch and crap getting spent on crap. Like I feel like, bro, I think he's good enough, man. You supported him in the first year, and you weren't saying nothing. Fans are fickle. Fans are fickle. If we find us in what's it called, the first few games, and we get past whoever we're playing, like Palace and Brighton or whatever, you men are gonna be believing. That's the difference.
Nah,
believing what?
I'm assessing.
I guarantee we see a video from Saeed in the international break. If we have 3 out of 3 saying I might have got this wrong.
Yeah, but we went on a run with
I guarantee.
No way.
I've already made that. Saeed's like me. We're giddy merchants.
No. I've already
You
made
got on the panel of
no,
kiddie
no.
merchants like me.
Speak for yourself. Speak
No.
for yourself. I've already said for me, nothing can change my
It's
mind
gonna be
about
Saeed
Saad.
when we go on a run, bro.
Nah, for me,
100%.
look at this guy. Look at this guy. Nah, nothing. Unless I told you he wins the league. I'm telling
You'll be dancing with the flag.
Since I spread. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, I'm assessing him. I'm assessing him. I'm giving him to December. That's his next check. His next check-in. If we're
That's fair.
He doesn't
End
do
of the season, man. End of the season.
That's fair to me.
I don't think my reality is I don't think he's gonna make it to December. I don't see us having like I'm gonna be real. Like I
can't lie.
I think
our
I
first
just
10
think
games. Our first 10 games are crazy, you know.
I just think he's gonna pick the wrong team and this it'll be the death of him. I think if Rashford's fit, he's gonna pick Rashford. If Garnacho's fit, he's gonna pick Garnacho. If Højlund's fit, he's gonna pick Højlund. Now he's kind of forced to play Xerxes and you know what I'm saying because Højlund's out or whoever the case may, or maybe Sancho. But he's gonna play Bruno Casemiro, Menu, unless maybe if we get into Ugarte, then maybe benches Casemiro. Still not a fan of that midfield three, but whatever. Like, I just don't see him picking the right. Like, let's be real.
We're running it back. We're running it back after we get past Fulham and Brighton, and then we beat Liverpool like the last time in international break before. Remember, I remember being at that game when Sancho scored that winning goal. The giddy merchants are back out in full force, and guess what? I don't mind it. Who cares? I'm not gonna point. Oh, use Ten Hag out. I don't give a crap about that. So was I. The thing is, he's just got to sell us fans that he can play a style that's not transition defensive and actually take the game to better teams like the Brightons that we do struggle against, like the Fulham of last year we struggled against at OT, and like Liverpool where we drew with them and beat them in the FA Cup though. But I'm just saying on that note is if he does that, we're on board, bro. You're gonna say we'll see in the next few games, but then it'll be like Ty when we was asked for Ty to be 10 Hag out. I'm gonna give him a few more games, bro. I think we'll be fine, man. I personally do, innit? Maybe I'm overselling it a little bit. Maybe I'm convincing myself as we're going along right now in this chat because I'm just excited for the season to start and see what I can see.
I'm excited. Listen, when the season once the first kickoff happens, I'm delusional, bro. I'm back to thinking we're gonna win every game. But as it currently stands, bro, nah. I don't see it. Even
the passion kicks in, but someone has to be level-headed here.
Yeah,
I guess I'll be the level-headed one because I know we're all gonna get excited. I'll be a victim of it too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna be first game. You're gonna be excited. You don't care about that. You're just excited to see the game.
But you know what? Tell me, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's gonna take me like 15 minutes to be like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, literally. If we start,
it really is gonna take me about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna go to Ahmed's Twitter and I'm gonna watch his TikToks. And he's gonna be yelling about Ten Hag, bro. I know everything that's gonna happen.
What if we have a game like Wolves' first game last season?
I'll come back on this. I'm not joking. I'll be back on this. I will be back on it anyways because I suppose. Oh wait, you going to the game side, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Once we run that game reaction back at night, I'll come back on it and said, you know what? I'll apologize. How about that? I will apologize for this giddiness that I'm giving over right now. How about that? Are you happy there, Tammy? Would you appreciate that?
Listen,
yeah.
Hey,
I'll give the guys what they want.
Cass, live your life, bro. Listen, I am here. Whatever you want to do, bro. I support it. I'm just speaking my truth.
That's my guy, man. Come on.
But the thing I'm saying is, even if he is to turn it around this season, he just won't be from the first game because he's not an elite manager. We've seen before that he needs to make the same mistake multiple times until he learns. Unfortunately, he's a slow learner.
He didn't even learn. The only reason he switched shit up at the end of last season is because of injuries.
Because of injuries. Yeah. No, 100%.
He stumbled upon something at the end of last season, and he was like, "Oh shit, this kind of works. Let 100%. Me do this for the last 2 or 3 games." He would have like last season, like if Højlund was fit or whoever. I can't remember who was injured.
Rashford and Højlund got injured.
Rashford and Højlund. Yeah, like
played Bruno in the false 9. Yeah. Then he brought in Amrabat because we didn't have a midfielder, and he stumbled into a good midfield.
It's just like
we got 2 games, man. We got 3. You know, can't believe it. Charity Shields next Saturday, man. That's mad, you know, when you deep it.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes came back. Garnacho's back. Bayende is back. The only players that are not back are who?
Minu.
Nah, they're back today. So I saw Bruno and Elo back today.
Minu and Shaw's not back. Xerxes been training from ages ago. Someone else is back as well. I think it's anyone that's English. They're just not back. That went. I think.
Yeah.
I think so. Anyways, it's a good basis. Regardless, we should be more fit than Man City. Man City don't win the Community Shield.
They don't even take it
Often.
seriously, bro.
They don't give a damn. But guess what? We've already won the Snapdragon Cup. We're one trophy up. Give me another one, because that's how shameless we're being this season. Yeah, we're gonna be 2 trophies.
Oh yeah,
you know what?
well.
Yeah. They want to do that. Remember, Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, suck my nuts, bro. When you want to start counting shit as a trophy, no joke. You don't want to start doing it. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. It's war. It's war, bro. I don't care anymore. I'm counting my charity shields. It's about that time.
That's some nasty behavior. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, great, and I love it.
Yeah, nah, listen, Arsenal. The Arsenal, to be fair, got the Emirates Cup, man, to win. You know, the cup that's kind of staged for them. You know what I mean? So they're going to be shamelessly celebrating the Emirates Cup and that. You know what I mean?
Clip me. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but now, all in all, man, you know what I mean? What would satisfy you now, Temi, man? By the next time, so next Friday, we're going to have the debate show, and we're going to be here. You expect at least 2 signings from you. By next.
Yeah, I think we'll make 2 signings.
Who the 2?
I think we'll sign the Bayern boys.
The Bayern boys, yeah. Bazarawi and Dillit.
Is that going to be the name going forward now when they start? Like, if they get a clean sheet, the Bayern boys, yeah. I like
Bayern boys,
yeah. We got to be.
Yeah, I think we'll figure something, because Bayern wants to get rid of those players so they can buy other players. So
they did say, if you read the article from what's his name, David Ornstein, that they were actually told before the summer started to find new clubs by Bayern.
Yeah.
That is out there.
From day one, bro. They wanted to get rid of them.
I didn't even know that until today. I thought they were just looking at it as an option.
Bro.
But they're actually being told that there won't be a plan for them.
Goretzka. They want to get rid of loads people, man.
They're doing nasty work, as in a good way, over in Bayern. Like, they're trying to get us to fund Desiree Doué. Desiree Doué is next on their list. That's mad. They're already looking. It's like they're already looking past Harry Kane. That's what Bayern do and what Bayern does. They're building a very good team, a young team as well. Like, so.
Remember this player here, guys. Remember this player here. We were linked with him a couple of years ago.
Wait, how does his face ring a bell?
Does anybody remember when we were linked with him? And he was like Real Betis at the time. And he was, bro. He was linked with this guy heavily. Like a couple of years ago when he was like 24. He's now 30, I think now. But we're linked with him years ago, man. You know what I mean? He's like a CDM player. Tough tackle.
Oh, wait, West Ham are buying him. So wait, West Ham are just done a triple deal trying to get the Wan-Bissaka, Füllkrug, now this dude.
Yeah.
Who else have West Ham bought this summer? Is that the few or the only few that would be the case?
Pedro
right,
as well. He wants to stay Pedro Neto. Happy to come to another level.
He's
they got an exciting team, you know, that team there. Where was the bit that he said about Delete? Nothing about Delete so far. Not seen anything.
Wouldn't be surprised if he just retweet sign that he posted 2-3 weeks ago.
30 million. Ah, man, we could have had him, man. That would have been such a nice option, that, you know, because you could have played right back and centre back here, and then we could have had Bazarawi left back as well.
Cheap deal for what we wanted for the price as well, around 34 million, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Dovbik's gone to Roma. That would have been decent, 26 million-ish. You know what I mean? But obviously we got players in there as well. But yeah, like I said, man, you know, Mazarawi, we're looking at that one there. You know what I'm saying? To get him, Delete. You know, Ahmed, that what you're looking for. Ugarte, I don't know what's going on with Ugarte, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't know.
They're trying to punk us.
Who?
I said PSG trying to punk us. They're trying to this 70 million euro thing, bro.
Yeah, that's not worth it, man.
What's that? 60 million quid? No.
That's
way too much. Are you trying to make profit on someone that didn't do well for you?
Facts. It's crazy.
Like last year. I don't understand. Get your money back. I can understand if you want to hold out for 50 million, right? And to be fair, like, if they've had a bad season, you don't mean you can sell them on that easily if no one else wants them. We'll wait.
No, bro.
I do believe a loan option is our best option anyways for him.
No
especially
fee.
With no obligation or not, I don't really care at this point. I just want to see new midfielders. I need dopamine in, but I think we've been chasing for too long. Look, the personal terms are done. Things are sorted. Like, it's just a quick transfer. I think loans are good, but they just got João Neves. So surely that puts the cards in our court a little bit to pressure them. Like, you need to probably sell. at some point, if you want to go get your other target, they also want Desiree Doué, right? But if you give them obligation, that goes on their books. If not, then it's just an option, and they'll go around a different way of doing things. We need a Garte, man. We need Fred type player back, in my opinion. We missed that profile last year. Something reliable as well. I don't know if he plays with Casemiro, but I like the idea if he was 2-0 up and you wanted to bring on a Garte with a Casemiro and just shut it down. We missed that option. We missed that option last year.
If we get them 3 players, are you lot saying this is a good window?
Hell no.
Because for me personally, like obviously talking as of now, as good as Euro is and potentially Xerxes, it's essentially the same team as last season. Obviously, it's the same team. So that's why for me, like people say stop being negative, but it's just like it's the same team. Like with Xerxes, he will probably play because Højlund is injured, But if we do get De Ligt and Mazraoui, then they're decent players. But they're not really. We're not really.
I think Xerxes coming to be number 1 striker. I'll be honest.
I still think Højlund's his number 1 guy, obviously because he's injured now. I think Ten Hag prefers Højlund.
To be fair, you know what? That's a good point. I think that I think he really likes Højlund.
And Xerxes is like the backup.
I think Xerxes is the better player though. But to that point, I think that it would be a good window only because we didn't let anybody punk us. Like I said it before the summer started. I think a lot of fans aren't going to be satisfied with our window because it's not going to be a bunch of sexy signings. I don't think there's going to be anything like no splash deals where it's a player that everybody necessarily. I mean, Euro is kind of our quote unquote splash deal, but he's obviously young. But I think that's okay. You just need to raise exactly. I agree. Raise the floor of the team. Like make it a little bit better. Like this is a gradual thing. This isn't going to be. We sign everything we need in one window. This is just make the team a little better. Yeah. Slowly but surely keep making the right decisions in the window and we'll be good.
I don't think good players. And also, I don't think we're getting enough centre-backs here because if you think about it, Euro's injured for 3 months. De Ligt, he's got some injury concerns. Lissandro's not reliable. So if we get an injury to Lissandro and De Ligt, then it's
back to Evans and Maguire.
We're back to our usual nonsense again, and then we're just going to get like...
but in a world, where do you expect someone to get 2 injuries to both your main starting centre-backs? You just don't really hear of that. It's an unfortunate event.
Bro, it literally happened to us 2 seasons ago when our season collapsed.
No, but I hear that, but you also... last year. But I'm just saying, Varane was known as injury prone.
I would have personally kept him.
I don't think you can label Sandro injury prone. I look at that as incompetence from Manchester United's medical team at that. And obviously we've sacked a load of physios, got some new in. The doctor only started in Feb anyways, and trying to mold around that. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. It probably isn't going to be perfect. You can't blame Euro's injury on the medical team either. You can't do that. So on that part, I think again, Luke Shaw can play left centre back. Can he stay fit? I don't think so, but if he is available, it typically is like Luke Shaw has one good fit season and then the other he doesn't. I think we're due a Shaw fit season potentially, but that's just me in hope and copium. I don't know. I feel like, look, we're in an opportunistic window rather than what we want more time, I believe. We've got to wait till next season. I think Ratcliffe hinted that a couple months before about the summer window going to be difficult and he's going to see what happens and see if we can find whatever we can find, yada, yada, yada. So I think it's okay. As long as we got a basis, we just can't expect the perfect squad. Don't think we're going to go get another striker. So I think you can just let your hopes die on that one because Casemiro is not getting sold. If we get that second midfielder, I think that needs to happen. Personally, I think they'll prioritize that if Agate comes in anyways to see what can happen there. And everything else, like another winger, Sancho didn't go, he's staying. So don't bet on another winger coming in. I think Max will see 4 more signings, max.
Yeah, because with Sancho, with Sancho, I do believe like if a club comes in for Sancho, he will go in it. Like if they meet the valuation, because I think he's around 40 mil. So it depends who we sell as well. Because Mazraoui and De Ligt, we have to sell what's his face, Wan-Bissaka and McTominay to probably get them 2 in. So that's probably why we're taking a long time.
I wouldn't say Amas I wouldn't say Amas was shocked at JB. I wouldn't say he's shocking defense.
No, he's just not ready yet, man. He's not ready yet.
Yeah. I think I think he's done quite well as the preseason's gone on. But I think he needs to fill out a little bit more, man, in my opinion. Like,
who's this?
He's 17.
Yeah.
17, man.
But to be fair, do we make a decision on that? That's the big question because Malas is out for 2 months because of what, a car crash or something.
What?
He's,
So I swear he got in a car crash in Rashford's car or something like that.
now he's back in training, I'm pretty sure.
When did this
No.
happen?
Bro,
I didn't know about this.
I swear I read that. I swear I read on
What?
that. Like
He's
got
out
injured-
until October. Son.
he got injured. He got injured again for 2 months because apparently an injury. Like I thought he had the car crash, or was that time ago?
Now that was Rashford.
I don't think this
speeding,
is
no?
now. This is time ago.
Yeah, that was
Ten Hag said he's recovering.
Oh,
He's
I don't even know. This guy's a ghost, isn't it? At the end of the day, I still
He's
think
not
there's
real,
something
bro.
wrong.
Just pretend he's not real.
Then we need a left back.
Yeah.
We got
wrong?
told at the start of the window we're 100% signing left back. Do you not believe in that? I don't think so.
Mazraoui.
Mazraoui
There you
is that.
go.
That's right.
He is
All right.
the-
So when Wan-Bissaka goes,
time ago.
when Wan-Bissaka goes, who's the
2
other one?
months. Yeah, man, bro, sell that brother, man. Sell him, man.
Mazraoui is going to be our backup fullback. That's he's going to play. He can play both sides. So
we're gonna be like regardless.
Oh, is that the one where Rashford got penalty points on his car? He's banned for 6 months. That you talking about?
I think that was different because that was after a game.
No, look, it says Manchester United's Tyrell Malacia has reportedly rushed to hospital following a collision with an alleged drunk driver early this month.
What?
Yeah, Malacia was in a Range Rover owned by a teammate Rashford, who was traveling in a
Really?
separate vehicle at the time of the
What?
incident.
When
I
was
told-
this?
I
Was
told
this
you.
when I was in LA?
I told you, bro. I didn't just miss
Put it on the screen. Put it on the screen. I don't know about this.
It's on Manchester Evening News.
So okay. Show me. Put it on the screen here. I didn't see it.
All right, give me a sec.
Yeah. Just I genuinely was it while I was in LA?
He just says here, look.
Oh, 3 weeks ago, people are saying.
He reported it 1 week.
7 days ago. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Jeez, man. That's
I missed that. I missed that. Honestly, I didn't know about
I didn't even
that.
see that, bro. I didn't even know about this. Can't lie.
Come on, man. Rate my thing, man. Fucking no.
Yeah. No, because you know what it is, man. You gotta be careful. If you don't have you know what it is. If you don't have a car and it's gonna affect your performances, man, and like your mindset and everything.
Yeah, maybe it's unfortunate. He was on the pitch, got in a car crash. Unfortunately, he's back in hospital. Because but it's not even his fault, by the way. It's a drunk driver. That's not even his fault. It's just horrible luck, man. It's a shame. Because I reckon Malacia would thrive in this system, man. I'm not even gonna cap, man. Like for what I believe, I don't think he was ever a bad player in the first place. But he ain't played football in a long time. It's like wishing Wesley Fofana to come back for Chelsea. These fans still think he's got something. He don't. Washed.
Okay.
Benito.
Nah, the one I knew about was the one when he got you know there was a YouTuber that made bare money out of Rashford, you know, his new car and that because he
bought his
bought his car and he started making bad content. I knew about that one, but I didn't know about this car crash and that. So
I don't
Yeah,
know.
But I don't think it was
know.
the Range Rover. It was the Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce,
That's
yeah,
the one he crashed.
Um,
How many cars does this guy crash, bro?
bro. I don't know, man. It's about the speed, isn't it? You feel me?
2 months though. That's not the one, man. He's back in October.
Yeah,
I guarantee he gets another injury, man. There's something.
Being back in October means he's probably not playing like 90-minute football for another 2 months. So don't expect this guy to be reliable until like.
I don't even know what. I can't lie. I don't even know what his injury is. Can
I
anyone
don't
tell
know
me?
either. I swear I
There's
don't know.
there's no specifics on it or what.
yeah.
I'm checking it. I'm checking it now. That's actually
Yeah.
annoying.
By the way, there's only 354 likes, man. There's 700 in here, man. And I don't know what you guys are not even liking the video nowadays, man. You know what I mean? It costs you nothing, guys. Honestly, 500 likes should be minimum on
Don't
the
be
channel.
stingy, guys. Come on.
Yeah, they're being stingy, man. Since I've been back from LA, like nobody's liking the videos, man. Just like the video, cost you nothing. Literally, we were smashing the likes when we were in LA. Now we're back. Hit the like button.
They missed the
people, man.
vlogs. That's why they missed the vlogs.
Maybe there's a vlogs. I don't know, man. But listen, this is the grind. You're not gonna get a vlog every time. You know the one's there. So
You get a vlog in a month, right? When you're out in New York.
yeah. When I go back to New York, then we'll get the vlogs out. Innit?
Okay. Maybe you know what? I think
but
the
hit the
case.
like button,
I think the case is he is in training, but it's gonna take him 2 months rehabilitation of training before he's anything fit to be in the game.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, because that's what technically Ten Hag said.
Yeah, full crowd.
Guardian
Here we go, man.
was in the
But
article.
he also got in a car crash early this month. That's mad. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, just before we wrap up, man, we got a here we go.
Who? Well,
You know,
Oh.
Fulkirk and this Pletting Gold, they got a little beef going on, man. Because
Well,
both
what happened?
excuses at the same time, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. Medical book, 27 million. West Ham director, both closed both Frogler and Guda Rodriguez deals today. verbal agreement. Not bad, you know, man. Listen, West Ham, I can't lie, bro. Fair play, you know, West Ham.
Not the biggest fan of that deal.
Bro, he's not even scoring 10.
I think that's a bad deal. I will be real with you, bro.
Not, man. Trust me, it's not.
It is. No, trust me, it is.
Gabby, you know what? It screams to me. It screams to me another Andy Carroll, another Sebastian.
Nah, man, he's good, man.
He's not that good.
He'll be playing the World Cup as well.
He scored a decent amount. Yeah, super sub vibes, bro. He scored a decent.
He can hold up the play well. He's
actually not a great hold up player. That's not true,
bro.
Like, he's actually not that good with his back to goal. Like he's not.
Well, I think for me he'll get at least 10 to 15 goals.
How about this? I'll put money right now that he won't score more than 10 goals this season.
Brother needs to go to the dentist, bro.
That's fast.
I'll put 20. How about 20 pounds? 20 pounds that doesn't score more than 10 goals.
Bro, he'll be back in Germany next year. I promise you. He'll be like
Skamaka settings just back.
No, it's not
Skamaka. That's another one I was thinking of, bro. There's so many good strikers.
He's not. People were saying, oh, he's decent, but like
he's a good player.
Ask Dortmund fans, like he's not all that. He's really not.
The guy. No, listen, bro. He got them to the final, bro.
He did. You're
no. He had big goals. So he scored big goals.
He scored a big goal. Yes, he scored a big goal.
He's a very good striker of the ball. Like he can smash.
He can strike the ball, but like
aerially as well. He's unbelievable aerially.
Overall gameplay, no, he's not. He's 31, and they spent 27 million euros. Like
31, bro. That's not old, man. Still not old.
He had his breakout season at 30, and he scored 16 goals.
People are late bloomers, you know. Some people are late bloomers, man.
He scored like 16 goals last season. This is like Højlund scored 16 goals. Like he's not all that.
Imagine if he outscores our strikers, that'll be funny, you know.
Would you rather have him or Højlund, Tim?
That's not tough, Ahmed, is it? You can outscore.
Right now, I'd rather have Fulkrug. Yeah, I think I would.
What over who? Zirkzee?
No,
No, we're talking about
Højlund.
But that's not like
Højlund's gonna have a good season, man.
That's not like a compliment, though.
This is Højlund's season, man.
I hope you're right about Højlund.
You see how Højlund bullied the Arsenal defender there? Come on,
bro.
17-year-old. Come on,
17-year-old.
Relax, and yo, don't matter, man. Yo, listen, them Arsenal players, they're grown men, you know. You know what I mean? It's a men's football. You man saying about Garnacho, they're young players. Okay, cool. Why don't you use
he's good for West Ham, man? Oh, brother.
Come on, man. Listen, Højlund. It's gonna be a good season for Højlund, man. I'm gonna be, we're gonna be cooking this year, man. You know, certain man are not gonna like it, man. We're gonna be cooking this year.
I'm just gonna revisit all your takes, by the way. I'm just gonna. You know what I'm gonna do, Saeed? I will tag you. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna do one day when United are shit. I'm gonna recap everything.
When United are shit, we already are.
Casemiro. Yeah, bro. You acting like we're gonna win every game for the rest of the season. There will be down moments in the season. I'll just be revisiting this. Listen, like what happened today? Didn't you tell me this guy's gonna have a good season?
Højlund, listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know, Højlund this season, he's gonna score goals.
Look at rest of the comments.
And listen, we're gonna wrap it up now. Stuff is
comment.
Never a Foul. They're going to be live now. We're going to redirect to Never a Foul. Guys, hit the like button on your way out, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Cost you nothing.
Funny, bro.
And yeah, man, it's been a good debate show. You know what I'm saying to you? We'll be back tomorrow for some sort of content. I think United are playing tomorrow, isn't it? 12:30, is it? Tomorrow.
Yeah. Wait, Said, how many subs are you on before 98K?
I think we're like 40, 50 away, man. 50 away.
All right, bro. I promise you there's 50 people here who haven't subbed yet.
No. 50. These lot are subbed, man. These lot are subbed.
Nah, guys, come on. If you haven't subbed it, if you're one of the 50, make sure you sub, guys. Get the guy to 98K.
Sub up, man. We'll get it tomorrow. Probably get it on the watch along tomorrow, man.
If you listen, if we get you to 100K before you come to New York, dinner's on me. So if you guys want Saeed to have free dinner in New York,
we're gonna get 100K. We're gonna go
Saeed, when you pull up to New York.
Saeed is gonna go to like Soho or something to like
December.
No, September.
Oh, what time? What around what day?
International break. I'm gonna probably put for international break. You know what I mean?
I might pull up on y'all then.
Yeah, pull up, man. You know what I'm saying to you?
That's a quick bus trip.
Man. Gonna go stick to stuff to come down. You know what I'm saying to you? Manhattan. restaurant. You know what I mean?
Bro, he's gonna ask me to take him to Soho.
Yeah.
Yo,
It'll be
Soho. We're gonna go Soho.
like $100 plate, bro. Yo,
$100
Staffy, pay for
steak and that. You know the ones there,
Eating
man.
good.
If they
eating
get you the
good,
100K,
eating
I'll
good.
pay it. Don't worry.
Yeah, nah, listen, Stuffy's balling out, man. That's what I'm gonna say, man. Stuffy's balling out. But listen, we're gonna wrap up here. Never a Foul's gonna be live. Let them know what you got coming up, man.
Yeah, we just got a chaos stream coming up in about 5 minutes. There you go. Chaos stream. Trust me. With Jimmy on the panel, TJ Monts. Yeah, you already know it's a recipe.
Big up TJ. I met him in America as well. TJ, big up TJ.
Oh, yeah, big up TJ, man.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up to him.
yeah.
Big up, bro. Love,
Big up,
man.
man. Nah, big up for having me on, man. Big up.
Tell me, big up, man. Big up, man.
Yeah, much love, bro.
We got
much
TikTok.
love. Yep. Make sure, hey, everyone show love to Saeed. Make sure to hit the like button or hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit it yet. Love to the panel. Yeah, bro. Just hit the subscribe button. That's all we got to do, man. It's not that hard.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And Staffy TV, you know the ones there. Big up, man. What you got coming up, man?
Guys, I'm poor. Trust me. This is why my camera's freezing. I can't afford a new camera. But but shout out Saeed. Shout out to everyone here. Make sure you guys smash a like. Get Saeed to 100K. He deserves it. And I'm on the road to 6K next, so I'd appreciate it if you guys check me out as well. But man, I'll probably be live tomorrow. Maybe I'll do an early stream. Probably gonna do a watch along as well. I haven't done a watch along in a minute, so I'm just back to regular business. Vacation is over, so just expect me to stream at least once a day now. Turn on the notification bell and you'll be notified anyways. But shout out to
man. Defo, man. Tomorrow, like I said, we'll have the watch along tomorrow. We might have something else as well. You know what I mean? Just tune in, see what happens. You never know. Someone could happen tomorrow. You know what I don't have noticed yet? It's always a quiet days here that you don't expect anything to happen. Tomorrow,
usually nothing really happens on weekends though.
Yeah, it's true. United love Mondays, bro.
Oh, is it? Are you sure?
Yeah. Typically.
Well, you never know. But listen, people, man. We're here. Go over to Never a Foul, raid the chat, and yeah, we'll see you soon, man. Take care. Bye. Peace.